What's up, mages? Okay, we are in the middle of the Day of the Dragons in the UK. So this is my advice basically to those of you in the United States and that kind of time zone. So, okay, first bit of advice is there will be plenty of spawns. Also, second piece of advice, it doesn't matter if you're in a flagged location, you'll still get these spawns, so don't worry about that too much. You'll also find that your regional dragon, thus, will be an orange flag. Now, when you attack these dudes, their level of energy isn't so bad, but their kind of wiggliness is. And if you thought like pixies were bad, then you should see these bad boys. Another annoying thing is they will sometimes attack you 3 times in a row. But then sometimes you get 3 attacks in a row, so there you go. They do very little damage, and I have a brain elixir running, and I am looking at 624 for my regional. However, if I pick my visiting dragon, things will be a lot better. Something in 1200s. So, best thing to have with these things is make sure you have a dry thumb and your screen is nice and clean, so you can actually trace them around quicker, because they will move up and down like crazy. And if you're not really quick, they will bite back. They do very little damage, but you may have to defend a few times in a row. Also, sometimes the recule can reset, which is a little annoying. But yeah, 1250, which is not bad with the brain elixir on. So always use your brain elixir. I've also tried running the Tonic for trace detection. I didn't get anything from it. I think there's a very specific use case for these tonics, which I'll do in a video coming up soon. I'll do tonics versus dark detectors. There's a clear winner for certain situations, there's a clear winner for other situations. So also, yeah, you know, 10 of each for the registry, which is not bad, but I would suggest you crack on as much as you can, because I've leveled up oddities now 3 or 4 times, which is very nice. 9 out of 10 of the Chinese Fireball, or 7 out of 10 of the Commerce Green. So I'm going to drop some dark detectors on this inn and see if any magic happens. Okay, so this is confirmation, this take very long at all. The first spawn here is the dark detector, and it is the visiting dragon Chinese Fireball. So, dark detectors also work. No, I tried the Vervain potion, didn't get any dragons. Just dropped the triple dark detector. First thing that spawned was the dragon. So, a dark detector's win, definitely for this event. And there we go, final one, finally get to place it. Oh, that's so close. So as you can see here, I've moved it along a little bit. Dark detectors were over in yonder distance. We're just going to refer back to the footage I just saw a minute ago, where you can see the recule resetting on this one. So if you take too long, it's going to reset it on you. So the dragon may not necessarily attack. We're just going to try this one ourselves. So I've actually caught our visiting dragon more than I have actually our regional, which is fine because the regional's going to be around forever and the visiting one is only around for this 3-hour period. See the recul reset there? It's a bit of pain, but never mind. I'm not sure whether that's a bug or whether it's just because I took too long. So yeah, they're relatively easy to catch. Don't do a lot of damage, which is, I mean, I would like get to that, get more of a challenge, but I have been draining my energy down sufficiently. And there's triple inns, which is quite nice. I'll also be doing a video on the wards on inns because I think they're extraordinarily inconsistent. I have a green inn here which loves to throw pumpkin juice at me all the time, so we're going to test. So the green in the distance, we'll test this one, we'll test this cluster, and way over, in the midst of time over there, there are 2 green inns next to each other and nothing surrounding them. and we'll test those as well. There may be some errors in game. It has been known for us WUtubers to point out bugs before, and with responsive fortresses specifically. Yeah, so back to the hunt. I need my Welsh greens. Okay, so I was just like grab some energy, and then I was just heading back to the dark detectors when a Welsh green turned up. I was currently caning my health because I was setting up the camera. Noise. One more to go. Okay, so we come back to our triple dark detectors. We've not brought any more dragons since the first one. It's a bit of a shame. Though we do have a dragon egg. It's also quite nice to pick up a frenzy on the way around. Come on, just need one more Welsh dragon. And then what I'll do is I'll post up the ratio of regionals to visiting dragons, just so you get an idea. I can't hope the wind isn't too strong right now because we are literally in the middle of the field. But we have 3 regionals and 2 visiting dragons. Way more than I actually need. I am not going to complain. I've run out of Peruvians, by the way, which I haven't got any on, because they were not extended for this event. Okay, so hopefully the wind isn't too much. I'm preparing to get a dead cat for this thing, but I've got around to it yet. So, hopefully this. So, your Chinese Firebolt will be in red. Your regional will be in amber, so you can tell them apart on the map. Dragons are extremely wheelie, so make sure your hands are clean and dry. Make tracing a lot faster. Bear in mind that they will attack in like 3s, or 2 and 3s, but the damage is relatively low. Also bear in mind that the wreck down thing can reset sometimes, which is a little bit of a pain. They do spawn in flagged locations, so don't worry about that too much. Brain elixirs, definitely run those. They haven't been boosted, so they're only going to run half an hour, so use them wisely. Don't start them too early. With the brain elixir you can get 1100 to 1200 XP for each visitor dragon. Your regional will be a little bit less. So dark detectors versus the new potion. Hard to say. I used triple dark detectors, I got 1 dragon. I used the potion a couple of times I think actually, and didn't get any dragons. So I would say triple dark detector location, start there, and then wander around to your known spawn locations, because that's what I did. I was at my house, didn't get any, but I do know there's a couple of hot spots where I am, and I hit those and easily got them all. So I hope this helps. Get your ones ready, brush up any spells, which is tonight.